Sophia Tong here at E3 2011, and I'm joined by Sefton Hill, Game Director on Batman Arkham City. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming.
So, new Batman game. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we're really excited to bring Arkham City here to the show floor and let people have a chance to play it. You know, it's the follow-up to Arkham Asylum that was really well received. People really enjoyed. So, you know, we wanted to take what was in Arkham Asylum but kind of expand it. What can we do to expand it? What gets us excited? And I think what really got us excited was taking this story into Gotham City. You know, like actually letting Batman glide and fly and move down the Gotham City streets was something that immediately got us really kind of energized. And then we thought about, well, where does the story go from there? You know, with Arkham Asylum kind of sort of almost not fit for purpose, where does the story go? And we kind of always had in our mind where we knew we wanted to take things. So we had Quincy Sharp, who was running for mayor in the first game, has actually become mayor in this game. And the first kind of order of business is to shut down Arkham Island and build this new super prison inside the streets of Gotham. So basically he's walled off this huge district of Gotham and he's basically thrown all the supervillains in there, and then he's put Hugo Strange in charge basically, and then lined the walls with these armed mercenaries, and kind of anything goes in there as long as they don't get out. So you know, obviously that's not a recipe for disaster in any way, shape or form.
So you mentioned it's in Gotham City, much bigger. Can you talk about this open world that you guys have built?
Yeah, so kind of it's a big technical challenge for us because obviously we wanted to really expand the game, but we wanted to keep the same level of detail. You know, what was really important to us and what, you know, people told us they enjoyed about the first game was that real level of detail and attention to detail that was there. So we thought, well, we want to go into Gotham, but we don't want to do it if we sacrifice what we really liked about the game. So that was a massive technical challenge for us. And I think, you know, the technical guys and our art guys have done a phenomenal job to bring this place to life, but if you stand still at any moment, you can still see that same attention to detail that is there throughout the whole of the first game. And the game's just full of legendary landmarks and great supervillain characters for you to meet, and a great twisting story throughout this place. So Gotham City allows us to tell a much bigger story, a much richer story, and at the same time allows us to tell multiple stories at the same time. So the first game was kind of focused around a single core narrative. We still kind of have a main core narrative here, but we also have all these optional side missions that you can do whenever you want to do them. And those are basically based around key other supervillains. What are they up to in Arkham City? What are they doing? What are they trying to get out of it? You know, all the supervillains are really trying to twist Arkham City to their own will and turn it for their own benefit, and all in different ways. You know, what Zaz would do there is totally different to what Penguin or Joker does there. So Batman's got to stop them all. You're the only person standing in their way.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the other characters. Who's playable, and could you tell us a little bit about them?
So the big two playable characters are Batman and Catwoman. So we recently announced Catwoman. She's fully playable. She's fully playable in the challenge maps as well. She has her story which kind of is interwoven with Batman's story. So you'll flip and play her and then flip back and play Batman. We're kind of calling her a special guest star. She's not it's still Batman's game, just to make that clear, but you know, you'll flip to pay her for certain parts of the game. And I think overall, if we're looking at sort of playtime, you're looking at around about 25 plus hours to stop all the supervillains. I would say she's somewhere around about 10% of that. So there's a really good chunk of Catwoman gameplay in there. And she's fantastic. She has all her own gadgets, all her own moves, all her own animations, her own takedowns, you know, her own abilities. And the way she traverses throughout the city is obviously very different because Batman's gliding and diving throughout the city, and she kind of crawls over the rooftops, uses her claw climb to go up the side of buildings. She can flip and go inverted and hang from ceilings and move around on ceilings. So she's got a lot of abilities that Batman doesn't have. So that makes the gameplay really interesting. And then story-wise, of course, she's very different to Batman. She's this ambiguous character. Is she good? Is she bad? Really, with Catwoman, the main rule is she's always looking out for number one. So that's definitely what's happening here. While everyone else is distracted, while Batman's trying to save Gotham City, Catwoman is just using that distraction to get what she can out of Arkham City.
So what's your big announcement at E3 this year?
So the big announcement was playable Catwoman. We also had very recently announced Penguin as well, which was great. You know, it's fantastic for us to, you know, honestly, as a Batman fan, it's a dream come true to be able to select from this awesome rose gallery of characters. And Penguin was just such a good character for us. We wanted to take the Penguin and then sort of make him fit into the Arkhamverse. We made him kind of a bit, well, very nasty. He's a really kind of nasty, evil character. He's a collector, so basically he collects rare things, but in terms of rare things, it's like people, it's like anything he can get his hands on. And his kind of most sought after possession is Batman. You know, he wants Batman for his trophy cabinet, because his trophy room sort of shows how powerful he is. You know, he's like any hunter, if you like. His trophy room shows all of these trophies that he's collected, but these trophies are kind of particularly nasty types of trophies. You know, for him, it's like, what's the hardest thing to capture, be it Batman or be it a Tiger Guard or whoever, you know, that he captures and proves what a kind of, he's a really nasty piece of work, basically.
Sounds great. So when can we expect the game to come out, and on what platform?
So we're out in the US October 18th on PS3, PC and Xbox 360.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Cool. Thanks very much. Thanks a lot.